All right, you ready to go?
I think so.
Have fun. Any issues? Call us, but don't call us.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks, Bill.
all right. Keep me posted when I can come up and unhook everything.
I will.
Sleep. Can you come join us up here on as part of the committee? Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It is 9:02, and I'd like to call this meeting to order. We could start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Jeff, would you please lead us in the pledge?
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call. Brevis. Ballant. Freeman. Hickey. Winfrey. Oxley.
Yeah.
Trainier. Present. Cleoform. Thank you. Next up, we have approval of the minutes from the November 6th, 2024 meeting. Can I have a motion, please? Second, Oxley. Any questions, concerns, changes? Perla, may we have a roll call, please? Ballant. Freeman. Hickey. Winfrey. Oxley.
Yeah.
Trainier. Yes. Motion carries. Thank you. Under old business, we have a status update regarding the discussion on community input related to the Route 53 Manhattan Arsenal Road intersection. But I do know that our highway Department of Transportation director would like to also introduce some of the new staff or some of the staff to the new board members, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if this is the appropriate place to do that. I certainly welcome you to take the helm, Jeff.
All right, sounds good to me.
Oh, you have to hit your button. They said it'll be live as soon as you hit it.
How's that? I just good and loud today. All right. Just for the members who are new to the board, welcome. I'm new to this committee as well. For myself, I am the county engineer director of the DOT. Been director for almost 8 years, counting for 27 years. But I do want to introduce a couple of our staff here who lead a lot of project areas. So you're aware of them when we talk about certain things, these are people that kind of spearhead that. So first, in the front row, Brian Duffy is handwritten there, the assistant county engineer. He is also the one who oversees all of our construction projects and our resident engineers. Anything construction related, he has all the background knowledge on that. And then next, Eric Hussle. He is our phase 2 project manager. That means he oversees all the design, the contract plans that we put together. We have a consultant that does project management for that as well. He oversees that. So all the design work and the land acquisition goes through him. So then we have Kyle Catalano. He is our permit manager. So everything related to permits goes through Kyle, whether it's overweights, utilities, access, anything like that. And next we have Christina. Christina Kupkowski is our phase 1 project manager. That means that she oversees preliminary engineering, which is where the geometrics are set, environmental is figured out, public engagement happens during phase 1 project. So not every project has phase 1, but a lot do. So when federal dollars are involved, phase 1 is involved and she oversees all of that. And then John Cairns. He is our maintenance administrator. So we kind of have an administrative engineering side of the department, then the maintenance side. Those are all the folks that go out there and do the work you've seen over the weekend, snow plowing, cutting grass, guardrail repair, sign repair, patching, all that good related stuff. Good 50 people probably on that side of the department. So he oversees them. So if there's any questions and I'm not around, these are the people you'll probably end up talking to. So with that, any other questions? Oh,
Michael is next to take notes here. So Brian is the deputy engineer, sorry. Kyle is phase two? Nope. Eric is phase two. Gotcha. Eric, there you are. Okay, and then Kyle, okay? And you do the permits. Christina, you have the fun job of interaction. And then John, you're the maintenance. Okay, I got him now. I'm gonna try to memorize everybody. Thank you, John. Yeah, it was kind of a dicey couple of days there with the ice and the weird snow. So now to old business. I don't know who you're gonna have talk about the Route 53 Manhattan Arsenal Road intersection.
it's just me. I needed to give the committee a status update on this project. Back in September, it's not too terribly long ago, I brought this project before the committee as well as the township came forward as well. Really wanting, and the map is up there, it's Route 53, north-south, east-west is Arsenal Road.
Can you tell us which township?
This would be Manhattan Township.
Manhattan.
Jackson Township.
Jackson, is that Wilmington?
It's between
Elwood.
Elwood,
Sorry,
it's more
my bad.
Elwood.
Yes,
between
Elwood.
and Manhattan, sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
We brought this project forward because there are a lot of accidents on this particular project. If you go to the next slide. The next slide zooms in a little bit better. As people sit there and they get the green light to go east and west, people wait to turn left and the people behind them, you can't see them here. They'll just go right around them and it causes mass confusion. So you don't know who's turning left or who's going straight. So we brought that project forward as needing left turn lanes, which you typically see at traffic signals anyways. But for whatever reason, I did this, they did not put them there. So the committee agreed that we would move forward with putting left turn lanes at that signal. So I said I would bring back a contract to engineer that and get that done. I have since had discussions with IDOT, because it is their traffic signal. And they have now agreed, we are doing about 53 for project spot improvements. They have now agreed to take in those left turn lanes into their project. So we will not have to do that. And I'm told at the moment, it won't cost us either, but knock on wood, we will see when they get to the end. So I think it's mid-year, multi-year, so probably a couple of years out, but they will put that in their plans. So I just wanted to let the committee know that while we said we were going to do that project, we as county or not, IDOT is going to do that.
Okay, so let me just be clear. So the two roads on the right of the screen that we're looking at will get a left turn lane?
Yeah, let's see the last slide here. Thank you, Tim, the last slide.
Okay.
So this, you'll see where we had drawn up, putting in left turn lanes on east and west. Because north and south already has left turn lanes. So this
Right.
was our design we pitched to IDOT and they concurred. The design might look a little different when they get to the end, but that is what it will look like in the end, something like that.
Yes, board member Freeman.
I didn't know if you wanted us to wait until you were done, so they're gonna take care of the light, or are they taking care of the road?
Everything, the light improvements and the roadway widening that's needed on our road, they will do that as well. Because they're already going to put in, on Illinois 53, they're going to put a southbound to west right turn lane, they're going to do a little resurfacing, they're going to put a bike path on the east side of the road, so they're doing improvements out there already. On the east, north, south, all the way around Illinois Route 53, they're going to add in bike path.
Is that because of Route 66? Or
I can't say as to the reasons, I just know people have really wanted one for quite some time.
it's just, yeah, board member Winfrey.
I'm sorry, it's a part of a project, it's been long going, the path goes from Mississippi Avenue all the way up to Gardner, and it's a long time improvement for it. I think so, 8 at the time we started that with the wire, because the access of the walk bike path to get out of the walk industry. And there's not like 800 million on the project.
I wasn't aware that people were walking along there. I know we have that problem on Weber Road up in Old Road, but it's a far more densely populated area, so you expect that there'll be people walking or riding a bike. I had no idea that folks were doing this along 53 in that particular area. It's, you can see from the photo, you don't see any houses, you don't see a gas station. Well, there's maybe one house, no gas station, no factories, nothing on the corners that would draw people to walking in that neighborhood.
These tend to be more of the real road work, long term, the real distance folks out in this rural area.
Yeah, it's just very interesting. Yeah, it's very nice. I agree. Idea. Okay, do you need a motion? It just looks like it was.
No, it's more just a status update. I wanted to make sure the
Okay.
committee was aware we're not moving forward with that project.
Yeah, board, excuse me, Speaker Van Dyne, you have a question?
Yeah, I do. Thank you, Chair, Chair. If you look to the east, heading north-south at Creek there, can I assume that the bridge over that creek is not going to be, affected? There's plenty of room between the creek and the intersection for that left turn lane? Or are they going to improve, they're going to widen the bridge itself?
Yeah, when we brought this forward in September, that's what IDOT was always saying they would, because it is, the bridge is there, but we looked at it before we brought it forward in September. And we would not have to affect that bridge. So that's why we said we would move forward with it. Now IDOT has seen, agreed, and they're gonna move forward as well and not affect the bridge. We're gonna use every bit of it, but we're not gonna have to widen and impact the bridge.
Given that part of why they're doing this is a walking path on 53. They're gonna eliminate any kind of possible path on that east side of Manhattan Road. I mean, would people be walking down Manhattan?
Path would be on the east side. As you're looking at it on the right side there. Between the creek and the road.
Right, but what if somebody's coming down 53 and now they've decided they want to hang a left and go down Manhattan Road for a while? Would they be able to get by that bridge area in any way, shape, or form without having to cross the creek on foot?
I'm not sure what IDOT's plans are for pedestrian facilities east and west. I'm not aware of anything that east and west.
Because that is the issue on Weber and Bolingbrook, is the fact that they built the bridge without building enough space for anybody to walk.
My understanding is they're just planning for north and south movements, nothing east.
Yeah, but if we widen, they widen it, now they've cut off any possible, because right now you can probably walk down there. But if you're gonna use every bit of the space on that
Well, there will
bridge,
be a small shoulder, not a lot.
So there would be-
There will be a shoulder included, it's just not a lot.
because there's like zero shoulder at Leonard, so. I just don't wanna.
No, we can't have the cars right up against the barrier wall, so there will be some shoulder.
Okay, yeah, because it doesn't make sense to fix one pedestrian problem and cause another one. I know sometimes that's how government works, but I like to think in our county, we won't be doing that. Thank you for the update. Any other old business from anyone? I know we have the former chair in the room, so. Nothing. Okay, and we'll go on to new business. Confirming award of contract to Homer Tree Service, let on December 17, 2024, countywide tree removal in all county board districts. Motion Freeman, second Ballich. We have a previous row. Previous from Winfrey, second Hickey. Motion passes. All in favor? Motion passes. Sorry, my head is clogged this morning. Thank you. Confirming award of contract to PT Farrow Construction, let on December 18, 2024 for West River Road reconstruction from Illinois Route 53 to Cole City Road, County Board District 1. Can I have a motion? Moved by Winfrey, second by Freeman. Any questions? I get a previous roll. Previous by Ballich, second by Hickey. All those in favor? Motion passes. Third, improvement by county under the Illinois County Highway Code for West River Road, County Highway 26, reconstructing from Illinois Route 53 to Cole City Road using motor fuel tax funds. $6 million, County Board District 1. Can I have a motion? Motion Balch, second Freeman, previous Winfrey, second Hickey. Any questions? All those in favor say aye. Motion carries. Intergovernmental, number 4, intergovernmental agreement between the County of Will and the Village of Bolingbrook for the improvement of the traffic signal at Plainfield Naperville Road, County Highway 14 and Boughton Road to incorporate intelligent traffic systems. I have a motion. Motion Balch. Yeah, I do one. Can you give me a second? Second, Hickey. Yeah, can you talk to us a little bit about this? Not only is it my neighborhood, but I really do want to know what an intelligent traffic system is.
Sure. This is we've actually had a couple of these come forward before, and we're addressing all of our signals throughout the county to allow for intelligent traffic systems, which basically means there might be some will have some cameras up so that we can back remotely. Our traffic engineer, Paul Dienhart, we can remotely access them and see what's going on, see if there's something that needs to be addressed. Traffic incidents arises. Intelligent doesn't just mean cameras, it means better ways of handling traffic movements. Timing wise, we change timings. But these agreements with the various municipalities at these different locations allows us to do that. It brings back more control to the signal, because the previous agreements might not give us the control we need to be able to do these different things. So that's what a lot of these ATS agreements that you're seeing coming forward are. They give us back the control we need to be able to make these modifications and improvements.
So I'm going to assume the Village of Bolingbrook is maybe even brought this forward. That particular intersection probably sees a lot less traffic today due to the Kings Road extension than it saw in previous years. Does this also include, like, when you drive up to the intersection, the weight of the vehicle triggers the light, or is this really just about cameras?
No, it's any different type of how we control. There's the weight, you said, there are detectors that are under the pavement. We have those. I think at this location, I might actually be cameras already. When I speak cameras, there's cameras that for detection and there's cameras for video. So there's different aspects. I can't remember which ones particular one has, but this agreement allows for all different types of detection, whether it's weight, radar, video.
And how does this improve safety?
It allows us to react and actually observe the signals remotely. So we can see what's going on there, what the issues are without having to have someone sit out there all day long and see it ourselves. We can go back and see it remotely. And it changes on the fly. So right now, if we need something changed, we have to contact our traffic signal maintenance contractor. We can have them, pay them to go out, spend a couple hours and fix it. Whereas now we can remote in, make those changes ourselves.
So it's a cost savings for sure. Do we have somebody assigned in the highway department that actually monitors some of these cameras?
We have a traffic engineer on staff that will be handling a lot. Now, this is a lot new, so we are
Right.
developing this. Yes,
Yeah, I was just kind of curious. I've seen enough movies with, you're in some big city, there's a dude sitting there and there's like 50 screens on.
we don't have that just yet, but in the next month, we hope to bring forward Weber Road ITS contract. We're going to do a lot of improvements on Weber cameras, but not in that will be the software equipment that will allow Paul to be able to do that. So we don't have that connection yet. That's the next contract in the next month or two will allow us to do that.
And does that also include the same ability, even though it's not maybe connected to the same system? That flop camera, does it also? You
Yeah,
can't
that's
see the plate?
completely separate.
Okay.
Completely separate system.
I was just curious because that's pretty popular. All right, we have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Yes. Yeah, get your butt.
All right, I thought they were on.
Yeah.
Is there any storage of the data that you bring up, like the video that you can capture or?
I would have to get back to you on that. I don't recall. I had talked about that. I don't recall the answer. If it is, it's going to be long.
I would think you'd want it stored at least for a minute, so if somebody reports a problem, you could, go back and look at the last day or something. But I can't imagine we would want to store it long term because the cost of the storage.
That will get flushed out when we do this Web Road ITS, when it'll be for that contract and it's set up, and then we'll know we'll go pick and decide one. I'll know more in a
Yes,
few
we will.
months.
Any other questions? I have a motion and a second. Can I get previous? Previous by Hickey, second by Winfrey. All those in favor? Good. This motion passes. Then next is last one, here, number 5, intergovernmental agreement between the County of Will and the Village of Bolingbrook for the improvement of the traffic signal at Plainfield Naperville Road at Rodeo Drive and 119th Street to incorporate the intelligent traffic system. And it says at Rodeo Drive and 119th. They are the same street.
One side you see it's usually called 119th, the other side is called Rodeo more often. So,
Okay, all right, just one motion, Winfrey. Second, Freeman. Can I get previous? Previous Balance. Second, Hickey. Any questions? All those in favor say aye. Motion carried. Number 6, authorizing approval of the revision of altered speed zone 633 along Soldiers Splitters Road, County Highway 31, County Board District 1. Motion, please. Motion Freeman, second Hickey. Previous Balance, second Winfrey. Any questions at all? All those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Authorizing approval of professional services agreement for engineering services for the 2025 Will County Bridge inspections with Willett Hoffman and Associates, County Board Districts 1 through 11. Moved by Winfrey, second Balance, previous Raymond, second Hickey. Raymond didn't come out that way. All of those in favor, say aye. Those opposed, motion passes. Authorizing approval of an agreement with IDOT for county engineer's salary. Gee, I feel like we did this already. Motion by Winfrey, second by Hickey. Previous Freeman. Second Hickey.
just I can comment on that real quick.
Yes,
It does real recently because in November, I think it is, that's when you approve the MSC authorization for the county engineer salary.
thank you.
This is the agreement we do every 6 years. As far as the state participates salary.
I just see my memory is sort of working, even though it's slightly twisted in the words, it's the same deal. All those in favor say aye. Those opposed, same sign, motion passes. I don't have any other new business. Mr. Ronaldson, do you have anything to talk to us about?
Just a quick mention that next month I will put under this area a spreadsheet we do once a year. It'll look like this 2-page front back. It says table of our multi-year projects. We do our multi-year plan in June. I usually do a mid-year update in January. I wasn't able to get that ready for this committee, but I'll have that for next month. So you'll see that kind of just gives a status of dollar amounts, where we're at with those projects, real high level snapshot. So you'll have that for next month.
Thank you. I look forward to taking a look at it. Always curious about where we're fixing roads. State's attorney, I don't even know who our state's attorney is today. Oh, hello. I'm guessing you don't have anything for us. Okay, and monthly work reports? We've got the construction status, maintenance status, phase 2 summary report. Are those 3 reports any different than the document you're talking about that you're going to get us next month?
Yes, these are different. They're updated every month related to different items. It was more like the 1 year look ahead for construction maintenances is what they've done in the last month. And then phase 2, it's similar to this, but different.
Yeah, that's the way I remember it, but, okay. Any questions? Committee members? Any reports from committee members? On your microphone.
On 143rd Street, the judge ordered, they're actually going to start a hearing now on January 27th. And the question I have is, once this hearing starts, January 27th, are you going to stop all construction on the road? Or are you going to keep spending taxpayer dollars on something that may not happen?
We don't have any construction dollars allocated for that segment of the project now. There's no construction going on in that segment, so we wouldn't
The
start.
only, it's the Bell Road project.
The Belt Road's a different,
Yes,
it's
the
different.
one school,
project. Yeah, that's a different project, not related to also your.
his, road commission called me and said that, there's work going on his section of the road, that's the far west end. And I said, well, we keep saying to stop it, and it doesn't stop because there's been no official person telling you to stop it.
Do you know what he's referring to as far as the?
I don't-
Because
I don't
remember,
know
there's
exactly
all
where.
ours, so it's not a township road anymore, so I'm not
Sounds
sure
like
what.
this-
East of 355 and, west of, Harper.
That's all a county highway, so I'm not sure what he's.
It's not a long, I'm just asking.
You know, but in the name, the county doesn't have any construction going on. We don't have an approved contract for construction yet.
Asked and answered.
No,
Thank you
You're
very much.
pushing utilities and stuff.
If there could be utility work doing trimming trees and that kind of work, but the utility work that for our project is only at Bill 143rd. If they're doing anything in that segment, that's on their own.
Yeah,
Not related
that's
to our
not him.
project.
He's.
And then
he
I
is-
was asked by people, and I told them that if they sell their property and this road gets stopped, the county owns your property. That's correct. You don't give it back, you don't sell it back. The county will own it, and they can do whatever they want, correct?
The county would still own 5, 10, 15 feet, whatever it is we purchase from them, yes.
Okay, that's just kind of getting it clarified so I don't make up a story that isn't true. So thank you.
Any public comment?
Excuse me. Is there any engineering being done on that project or is that all stopped?
The engineering is already completed on that project, so there's nothing more to do until we would be ready for contract and we have to update the specs, but the engineering is done.
So as of now, there's no work. till
No
the judge
engineering work being
decides.
done.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Any public comment? Any public comment? Going 3 times public comment. I have no announcements or reports. I don't believe we had a need for executive session. So I'll take a motion to adjourn. Motion Freeman, second Bowers. All those in favor? Those opposed can stay. Thanks very much, everybody.